So Clayton, lots of exciting football today, including Sunday night football, but more interest locally. How did our Bismarck boy Carson Wentz do today?
Well, it's all about Carson Wentz, and it's no secret that he's been starting to get figured out by the league. Now it's on to him to adjust, and at 5-4, the Eagles need him to start adjusting quickly. Let's get you out to Lincoln Financial Field. Eagles hosting the Falcons. First quarter, it's 2nd and 2 at the 4. Wentz hands it off to Ryan Matthews. He powers through the Atlanta D, and he's in there for the touchdown. 7-0 Eagles lead. Nothing but field goals until the 4th. It's Matt Ryan. He hits Taylor Gabriel, and no one's coming close. 76 yards all the way back. Touchdown Atlanta. 15-13 Falcons in front. Eagles have the 1st and goal at the 5, and it's Ryan Matthews again on the carry. He goes off, tackle for the touchdown. Eagles get back in the win column. They win it 24-15. Wentz 25 for 36, 231 yards. Here he is on the win.
Offense and as a team to really just pull off a tight win like this, obviously where we're at halfway through the season, to get this win to go in the plus category is huge. But I think the biggest thing is just we pulled one out in the end, and we hadn't done that yet.
Vikings in our nation's capital on Veterans Day weekend. They play the Redskins. Second quarter, Redskins leading by a score. Kirk Cousins drops deep back, then opts for the air here, and he finds Vernon Davis for a 38-yard touchdown. Vikings would answer with a score. It's 14-7 Washington. Just over a minute before the break, Bradford connects with Kyle Rudolph, and he tiptoes along the sideline and gets in for the touchdown. Game is tied. Redskins turnover, though, so the Vikings get it back. They're in the red zone. Bradford with the quick toss. He finds Adam Thielen, and he will score. Blair Walsh, everyone's favorite, misses on the extra point, so it's a 6-point lead at the half. Washington made 3 field goals to retake the lead. Vikes now with under 6 to go, and it's Preston Smith tips it to himself, and he picks it off. Vikings lose their 4th straight, 26-20 now to the Vikings. Here's Coach Zimmer on the state of their team.
I'm concerned, obviously, but I still believe. I just feel like if we can get over the hump, if we can just keep fighting, positive things will happen. But it doesn't look like that right now. But the big thing is that if we don't have fight, we have no chance. And we got guys that will fight. We just aren't playing well enough right now.
Luckily for the Vikings, both the Packers and Bears lost tonight as well. First for the Packers that they fall below 500 since Aaron Rodgers' rookie season in 2008. The Broncos stay in the thick of a crowded AFC West. They defeat the Saints 25-23. And in Canadian football, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers season comes to an end. It's in the Western semis. They fall to the BC Lions 32-31. Bison alum Ryan Smith had a couple touchdown grabs in the loss. UND's Western Dressler had 3 receptions for 98 yards. Dickinson State football has been nothing short of phenomenal this season. They finished 9-2 in the regular season, good enough to qualify for the NAIA Championship Series. The Blue Hawks will go to Montana Tech for the first round. The 2nd straight year they'll face the Diggers. DSU is looking for their first playoff win since 2004. The Bison have won their 4th straight yesterday, again going to the ground assault to get it done. In their last 3 games, North Dakota State has rushed for an even 700 yards, meanwhile just 280 passing. While it could affect their rhythm, Easton Stick says simply, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Time of possession again this week was pretty low, didn't have it a bunch, and so obviously we got to stay on the field in a couple situations to create more opportunities for ourselves, but it's definitely easier throwing when you got a rhythm and you're out there more, but hasn't played a big factor. When we can run the ball with success, that's what we're going to do.
One more regular season game to go for the Bison. They play South Dakota Saturday on the road. UMary football season began and yesterday ended with disappointment. The 21-20 loss to the rival Minot State. Still, 3rd-year head coach Josh Kotelnicki stressed the positives of the game.
Story of the game was turnovers and special teams. I think we did a lot of good things on special teams. We got a punt blocked for a touchdown. So all that gets overshadowed by that. We finished -1 on the day for the turnover ratio. So even though we scored a pick 6, we gave them the ball too many times. So that was the story of the game.
The story of the season is 1-10 for the 2nd straight year under Kotelnicki. Finally, a few basketball scores for you. The T-Wolves shook off their loss to the Clippers. They beat the Lakers 125-99. Bison men's basketball picked up a win at Minnesota Morris. The Bison shot 50% from the floor in this one. And UND women's basketball falls to 0-2. They take a 90-80 road loss to Texas Tech.
All right, thank you so much, Clayton. Keep it here.